What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy. Welcome back to a brand new video. Now in today's video, we've got Dilemma Center, and apologies if the quality is a bit bad. My webcam was messing up. I recorded this halfway through, about 10 minutes in, and I found out it's not even recording for some reason. My Logitech software, just when I press record, it goes 3, 2, 1, and doesn't record. So I'm on OBS, so if the quality is a bit bad, then I do apologise. But yeah, first of all though, I want to get some, a little bit of pandering, whatever you want to call it. But I want to say a quick thank you to everyone that's viewed a video, that's liked the videos, that's commented on the videos over the past 2 weeks. It's probably been, I'd say statistically and just enjoying wise, the best 2 weeks I've had FPL wise since I started. And I've been doing this for approaching Christmas, about 2.25 years now. And that is massive. So thank you ever so much. Looking at statistics, we've had over 4,000 or just over 4,000 views in the past 2 weeks with over 140 likes and just over 90 comments. That is insane for my channel. That's not usually that high, but yeah, thank you. Keep engaged. More content on the way. And yeah, just thank you. So we're going to start off with a few comments. Hopefully the comments will be down below me for a bit because I don't like constantly having to go black screen. It just helps with editing, makes things quicker. But Hidden Ninja Beast says you should show your team during Game Week 11 preview. I want to see the players you have and how you're going. Maybe as well talk to us about the changes you may be implementing. That is something I have been trying to remember to do, or trying to fit in. But with that, I'd like to spend a few minutes on just talking through everyone I've got on my team, the transfers I'm going to make, the reason why I'm putting these players in, or maybe taking a risk in captaining what player or benching this player. But that would make the preview about 16-17 minutes long, and I'm not a fan of a video being that long. Or at least I want my videos to be just over the 10-minute mark, around the 10-minute mark, that sort of thing. But I'm thinking about making it its own series, so I'll just talk about quickly, just a 3 or 4 minute video just to talk about things basically in my team. Let me know if you want that, but yeah, that's the idea I've got when it comes to my team. I'm going to start off goalkeepers to attackers, and quick disclaimer, apologies for pronunciation, but Colin Fajardo, I'll just go Fajardo, says, or Colazzo, sorry, Colazzo Fajardo, I'm an awful person, says Foster out and Heaton in for me. Definitely worth it. Foster is not looking too good this season. As for Heaton, he just can't stop saving everything, so definitely a good choice. Next up, we've got Blue Bees, who says Leicester defenders, Fuchs or David Luiz. Now, don't know if you're saying Leicester defenders, this one or this one, but they're David Luiz is Chelsea. I'll get on to that in a second, but Leicester defenders, I think they've got a good few game weeks coming up. Fuchs looks like a really good bet. He's a full-back, he can attack down the wing as well. Very good attacking-wise and also defensively as well. I think Leicester could get a few clean sheets, and I think they've got a few pretty good home-looking games, and I think they're looking pretty good at home this season, just the away form, which is slightly worrying. But yeah, Morgan, if you're looking for a little bit cheaper, I think is the second best bet. And then as for Chelsea defenders, I think David Luiz probably not the best. I think Alonso would be my pick because he's that little bit cheaper, 5.9, I think still. But Azpilicueta has got 6 out of his last 10 game weeks. So he's got extra bonus points. So £6 million, I believe he still is. Same price as Luiz. I'd say Azpilicueta is definitely worth the points and worth the money. Sorry, not the points. LFC Gamer 69 says, I'm not sure. Should I put Holibas in the team because he may get an assist against Liverpool, or Joel Ward against Crystal Palace? Or for Crystal Palace, I do apologise, I can't read. And as they are playing Burnley, and is it a good idea to have Payet in my team this week? Now, I've stuck to go pretty much backwards. I stuck with Payet for a long time. He was in my team for a long time, been my captain for a few weeks, and I stuck with him. But West Ham just aren't scoring enough goals, even if they aren't. Maybe get a few good wins under their belt, and he is contributing to almost every single goal, either a goal or assist. There's just not enough goals coming from West Ham. So I'd say Payet, I'd be looking to, if you haven't got him in yet, don't. If you've already got him in your team, I downgraded mine to Liverpool midfielder and Coutinho. You probably go with Mane or Firmino, whatever your best bet is. But yeah, Payet, I'd say stay away from until West Ham start scoring freely again. Going into the defence, he said Holibas or Joel Ward. I'll go with Holibas because Leicester, Watford have got a decent looking defence, and Holibas is really good attacking. Also got a decent left peg on him when it comes to crossing and shooting. And Joel Ward, I'm not sure Crystal Palace will get a clean sheet against Burnley, but Holibas, I think forward wise is looking incredibly good this season. So I'd say Holibas is my pet. Itas Alvicas, again I apologise for pronunciation, says, should I start Macaulay and Dawson for West Brom against Leicester away? Not sure if Leicester are likely to score. Now, if this was the other way around, if West Brom are home, Leicester away, I'd say risk it, because Leicester away from home have been shocking. They've had 1 point so far this season. That's not good. That's including away game against Hull. But it is they're going to Leicester, and Leicester at home this season have been pretty on point. So I'd say if you've got Macaulay and Dawson, I'd say look at getting rid of them, because West Brom aren't getting the clean sheets, and B, both of them I'd say Leicester are going to score. They are secured to score. I'd put money on it. I'd put my house on it, Leicester scoring this weekend. Those words are going to come back to bite me in the bum. But yeah, I'd say don't start them, because I think Leicester, attacking wise, look really good at home. Stefan McCarthy, I just realised we've got a lot of McCarthys that comment on these videos. Anyway, Stefan McCarthy says, urgent, well not really, again apologise, not very good at urgency. I still got 4 days to pick my team, but should I pick Deeney or Klein? Trying not to take any point hits this week, and with Walcott, Bellerin and Milner injured, I might have a choice. Greetings from the Caribbean, by the way, so Deeney or Klein. Caribbean viewer never really knew I had any, but I suppose you can be the first on the list. And with regards to that, Walcott and Bellerin have been pictured in training. Now, whether that means they're 100% match fit or they're going to be started by Arsene Wenger at the weekend, I don't know. But they both didn't play in their Ludogorets scraped win, it might be said. So I might be thinking, gotten back, to the point where they could play, didn't risk him in Champions League. So I think they both look set for a start at the weekend. But if Deeney or Klein, I think Deeney, I'm not too sure. He's, 1 minute you think, oh, he's definitely going to score. Next minute you're thinking, how didn't he score? And 1 minute you're thinking, oh, ignore Deeney from this week, and then he's going and scoring this week. So I'd say Klein probably, or if you maybe a cheaper Liverpool defender, because at the end of the day, Lovren looks good, 5 million, scored 2 goals. Yeah, they're not, he was the cause for them not getting a clean sheet of the weekend for one of the goals at least, but Liverpool defensive-wise will start, structuring itself better in a few coming weeks, and I feel like Liverpool defender or Klein is a better bet than Deeney. Kind of attacking and defence that. But we're moving on to midfielders, and a Blessing Arawolo, again, name I recognise. Do you think Nathan Redmond will be a differential, I'm assuming you meant, this upcoming game week? Yes, I don't think I put him in my differentials because he was above the 5%, but or I did put him, I put Tadic in there. I think Redmond was above the 5%, but yeah, it looks really good this weekend. I think Southampton could be set to score quite a few goals, and I think Redmond playing up front, £6 million midfielder, 5 goals, for every 5 points, for every goal, and also, you get clean sheet bonus as well if you've got him as your captain. Risk it or not, whatever you may choose. I'd say Redmond looks like a really good bet. Ian Mayer, German, I'm guessing that, says Gundogan. Not because it was Gundogan, because Mayer thought it was a German. Anyway, Gundogan's a really good bet. And, LFC Gamer 69 also says, is it a good idea to bring Gundogan? Because, I did suck at Aguero and had to take out Sanchez. Sanchez, I feel like he could be moving to the wing. He did that in the Champions League. And also, I'm not sure. I've never really had Sanchez in my team ever. So I'm not 100% on him. I don't know why. He's a fantastic player. FPL-wise, I feel like he could just dry up for, a few games. But I'd say Gundogan and Aguero looks a really good partnership. They showed in the last 2 games. Aguero didn't really have the best of games against Barcelona, but Gundogan again, that running from deep, good chances, bringing himself some space, looks really good, and he gets another good game week today. His price is going to soar up tomorrow. Gets another good game week in the weekend. He's going to soar up in price. He already has a bit. I brought him in straight away. Took a point hit as well, I believe. But yeah, Gundogan looks like a really, really good bet. Palazzo is back again. He says, for dilemma, should I pack up on Arsenal, Liverpool in midfield, 5 from either team? I'm assuming he means from 5 from 3 from Liverpool and 2 from Arsenal, or 3 from Arsenal and 2 from Liverpool. But I'd say no. I think you only need one Arsenal. I mean, you could have a choice of Özil, but again, he's not the most consistent, expensive midfielder. Sanchez, a big price, but Walcott looks like a good bet. I'd say don't go for everything, because if Arsenal, Liverpool, have 2 tough away games, you're looking at your whole midfield possibly collapsing. If Liverpool don't score, if you've got 3 Liverpool midfielders, that's the risk you take. But you'll reap the rewards if Liverpool score like 4 goals. Firmino scores, Mane scores or gets an assist, Coutinho gets some assists and scores. So it's the risk you take. I say Walcott is probably good if you're looking to pack up midfield. I say go for Liverpool first. Firmino, Coutinho and Mane, definitely the 3 you want. Also Walcott in there. Average price allows you to maybe get a cheaper midfielder for your 5th, but it's a risk, but it could really pay off or really backfire. So I've only gone for one Liverpool midfielder so far. But yeah, I'd say if they start scoring, and if they start scoring, they are scoring. If you want to take that risk, I'd say go for it because it will reap heavenly rewards. LFC Gamer 69 is back again, saying I transferred in Fuchs, Gundogan, Aguero and Heaton. I transferred out Mustafi, Sanchez, Deeney and Karius. Were these transfers a good idea? Now, looking at that, I think, well, one from each position. I'd say Heaton for Karius, you get a little bit cheaper. You gain a little bit of money for that. I'd say good. Also, if you took minus points, that's another story. But Heaton for Karius looks good. On the defensive side, Fuchs for Mustafi. I think the next coming game weeks are looking good. And also, Arsenal have got a tough few game weeks. Could maybe not see a clean sheet at all, so I'm worrying for my Koscielny and also Walker. The fact it's North London derby this weekend, so Fuchs again looks good. From midfield, Sanchez taking him out as a big risk, but again we've seen it in fourth comment you take it out, and also I think those 4 transfers look good providing they get the points. I mean, it's always that thing on paper, everything can be good. I mean, I thought my team was brilliant coming out to start the season, looked at it and thought a few games in, I thought, how have I ended up like this? How I planned it out so perfectly. And yeah, but I'd say so. It looks like a good few transfers. I'd say Heaton is probably one of the best to bring in. Also, Fuchs having a strong few games coming up. Gundogan and Aguero just look on fire at the moment, so I'd say yeah, it looks good. David Edmonds wrote Boney might have deserved a mention after his performance on Monday night. Plus, Sanchez always deserves a mention the form he's in. Keep an eye on Gundogan. If this new advanced role, I can't read, I will say again, looks to be going the way he is, he's a bargain, basically. At least his last 2 performances and price, I'd have mentioned him ahead of Sterling. And, it's always the risk. I mean, to start off, Boney, I would mention if he'd been scoring a goal here, a goal there, but that's his first game where he scored, so I left him out because it's Wilfried Boney. He has looked pretty much non-existent going into that game week where he did look on fire, but you can't base something off one game, so that's why I didn't mention him. As for Sanchez and any big name player, I try to keep away from the big price players. It's all well and good, I like to take risks. It's all well and good for me every week. I could say, Sanchez this week, and every time he scores, it'd be like, hail me. But every time doesn't, I think, no. And always saying the big names is something that, I leave captaincies and all that, but. I didn't say him because of his price. I'd like to stay away from the big price players because they're usually the most owned. As for Gundogan, I was tempted to put him in there, but I thought, I just had this feeling that Sterling was going to do better. He did play well in the Barcelona game, but Gundogan did play that bit better. I did record that, however, spoiler alert, before the Man City game on Tuesday. I was recording it on a Monday. Time constraints got up on a Wednesday, so there is the reason for that. But either way, Gundogan, I might have mentioned it, I might not, but he is still a good bet, and I'd say still look out for Gundogan. Yeah, I do agree with you, David. I do agree with you, but it was done before. If I'd recorded it on a Wednesday, no doubt Gundogan would have been in there. But at that point, I thought Sterling was a good bet. John Smith says, surprises me that FPL YouTubers aren't suggesting Ahmed Musa for this game week, or am I missing something? I believe I mentioned it in the review. If I didn't, I'll mention it now. It's that they've got a few strikers at the club. Although he's playing out the wing, they've got a few strikers. Vardy, Okazaki. You've got Joa, who just comes off the bench really. Musa and Slimani. You've also got Mahrez. You've got Damari Gray or Brighton, Kapushka, whoever decides to let him out of the the hidey hole they've been keeping him in so far. But I did glance over Musa and just sort of leave him to the side because I did think there'd be a bit of swapping around. Leicester have got a decent looking few games coming up, but if the Champions League and if they won that, they could have gone through. I thought he would have gone all out in that one, maybe taken a few risks and left a few people out on this weekend. I just wasn't sure he'd get a full 90 minutes or start in general, but he's in good form. And another thing I glanced over is that he's a striker playing in midfield, though it's a very attacking role he has. So that's the main reason as to why I left him out. Hidden Ninja Beast, who I recognised the last few weeks, keep up the good work, says, should I, but that's not him saying, that's me saying keep up the good work, because, commenting, keeping active, I do like that, I do appreciate that, and, gets me down here, but anyway, waffling over. Hidden Ninja Beast says, should I take a -8 for Aguero? Yes. Take him at all costs. I believe, because he's a player that there's not many players in FPL where they could play against the the toughest team, the second toughest team, and think he could score quite a few in this. Very rare do you see that, and I think Aguero is one of them players. So I'd say definitely worth taking a -8. Suarez Shrestha, sorry for pronunciation, I do butcher names. Says Benteke ? Again, I'm on the fence with Benteke. It's the same thing as Wilfred Bonnet. Although he scored a few goals so far this season, the penalty misses are bad, and the fact he just hasn't really been on fire like people expected has been quite a downer, and that's why I sort of am a bit on edge about him. And also the fact he's at a weird price, over 7 million, 7.7 million now, I believe. So it's quite expensive for a player that's not performing at the moment. So. That's why I'd say maybe stay away from him. If I haven't mentioned him, then that'll be the reasons why. And lastly, we have got a comment from Bretsby, who, by the way, does fantastic FPL content. If you don't watch his stuff, go and watch his stuff, basically. I might put him in the description. That's if I remember. But if you don't, then go find it. You got his name on the screen. Bretsby, definitely worth a follow on Twitter, and also subscribing. His Point Predictor series, I really enjoy. I've had a few goes with it myself privately. I'd say, it's definitely worth a watch. But he says, stupidly transferred Aguero out game week 10. My dilemma is, do I bring him straight back in? Be another -4 hit. Great video as always. Thank you. Yeah, I was almost in that boat. I think a lot of people are almost in that boat. A lot of people are in that boat. But I think nothing too much to worry about. Worth -4. I think if he comes in and whacks in, another 2 goals, another 3 bonus points, you'll barely see the -4 for this week. But it's about whether you want to take the -4 or you risk him possibly going up in price, before then, and also scoring quite a few goals, because he is. I think I saw a poll on Fantasy Footy Updates. His website is captained by almost 80% of people that is a fans of that and go on that. So. I'd say he's going to be a hell of a captaincy pick this week. A lot of people like myself probably just going for him just so you're not outdone by the minority. But yeah, I'd say when it comes to Aguero, if I said it's worth a -8, it's definitely worth a -4. But that is that for this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know, what do you think of this series? What do you think of any of the things I've said? And also any more dilemmas, I'll try and get to them in comments, but I am incredibly busy, so yeah, there is that. Also, I've seen a lot of people replying to other comments and people communicating with each other. That's a great way of doing things. So if I'm not there to reply to comments, if you guys start a conversation, that's brilliant, and thank you for doing that. It's great to see. But alas, we've come to the end. It's almost a 20-minute recording session, or 30-minute if you count the 10 minutes I did without the camera on. But thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and for now, have a good game week, and peace.